it's Nancy today. Now, I don't think you got a really good look at my stump. I have this wonderful stump here, and I got it out of the lake. I found it. I was kayaking along the lake, and I found this stump upside down in the water, with the roots were sticking up. So I told my husband, and he came over. He had to walk over there. It was shallow, but he walked over there along the shore, and he found it, and he pulled and pulled, and it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't come out for me, it wouldn't come out for him. And he said, no, it's solid in there, something's holding it. So then I took my boys, my loving teenagers who always want to help their mother. And they came over there, and actually they stayed on the ground. And they decided that they were probably, what were they called? Bloodsuckers. What are those things called? They swim around in the water and they get you. They suck your blood. Anyway, they decided that they were leeches. There were leeches in the water, and there was no way they were going to get in. And so what can you do from the shore? And I was wiggling around, and it didn't move. So then we attached my ropes, and they put them all the way around a tree that was near them. And they pulled really hard, and they tried to pull it this way. And when they were pulling it, I tried to saw it. I had a saw, and I was going to make them saw it. I mean, ask them politely. But no, they didn't want anything to do with sawing, and they didn't want anything to do with the water. So they were up on this tree root, 2 tree roots, and they were standing up there with the ropes. And it didn't work. So then my husband came back over. He's a nice man. And he walked along the shore, and then he got down in the water, and he pulled the root, and while he pulled it, I followed that one bit and found out where it was connected. And then I used the saw, and I started it, and then he was at a better angle, so he finished it. And it was only about that big around in the end. But it got loose, and so then we tied ropes to it, and we pulled it home. And so now I have it. That is the whole history. That probably took all my video time. How much time did that take anyway? 2 minutes. Oh, that's not bad. So here it is. Now let's see what I can tell you about it. Now this is a very intricate root. I'm going to have to show you lots of things because you might miss them. Okay, first of all, look over here. See how smooth this is? Very smooth. And see how it's different colors? See the different colors down here? I guess this is bark, right? That's what's making the different color. And then this, see how smooth this is? It's very smooth. And then here's another long one that sticks way up there. Now, if that could actually be the one that had to get cut, sawn off. Yeah, I think that's where we sawed it, right there. And that one little tiny bit controlled the whole thing. Okay, I've got to show you some more. Okay, so the roots, see it's upside down. There's the top of there's where the tree came out of, way out. These are all the roots. Now look at how this one, this is a tree growing into the water, or even the ground in the water, and yet this root is growing uphill from where it was. Like it's growing back up toward the top. Now look at this bit of swirls. Isn't that beautiful? How it comes around like this, and it goes under there. And this here, how it comes around like that. Very beautiful parts. See how it goes under there? It's so smooth and beautiful. Okay, and then this part, I guess that has broken off. But see, you still have these pretty bits of this. And then here we still have some dirt. The soil that was on it. I suppose I could take that out. Let the rain clean it all. Okay, and then over here now, look at this. This is a whole different kind of texture. See, that one was so smooth over there, but this here, this is very bumpy. Now look at how this is. Look at those. People do intricate carvings to make things look something like this. This is a very thin piece here. There we go. And then down here you see we have another very thin piece. Now look down there. You can see way down in these holes. See these holes here? Isn't that interesting? That must have been the center of it at one time, I guess. Okay, and so that is the first half. See, that's just half of the root, right? And this whole thing over here is the other half. Now I love this whole thing. It's just so cool. Okay, so we'll start down here. Now look at this. See how the lines go down on that part? And then look at this part here. See how the lines all curve? Aren't they pretty? And then look at this. Looks like a burl. Those interesting lines up there. And then here again, you have more holes down in here. And then over there. This just reminds me of Petra. I don't know why it reminds me of Petra, but it does. It's kind of a little difficult to see with all these shadows, isn't it? Okay, and then over here, look at this. Now we didn't remove any of this because this was part of it. I imagine this is all seaweed or whatever that's called. Algae. If you look from this side, see those interesting crevices? Crevasses. Get the direction there. And the holes over there. And then here it gets kind of regular looking. Just a regular bunch of roots. But look at how they tangle together. That looks like an animal, doesn't it? With that being the nose over on this side. This being the nose, and that being the eye, and that, I don't know, maybe a tusk coming up, and then all these would be some sort of antler things. So that all is just from this one side, you see? When you really study it, then you see all the intricacies. Wouldn't it be cool to draw it? See those holes there? I think I'm going to come sit out here with my sketchbook and draw this. Just because I know I could take a picture and then I'd have it, but it's not the same. Now I haven't even looked at it from the back. Our lawnmower is broken, so we don't have the lawnmower this year. Oh look, a new plant. I can dig him up, move him somewhere. Kind of difficult to see it with the angle with the sun on it. You got different holes in it from this side. Right in there you've got a big long slit. Well, isn't that interesting? Now you have really looked at this root. But you could look at it for a longer time, you know. I suppose if you rewound this, there's a lot to look at. I mean, did you see every branch? Do you know what they all look like? Do you know which direction they're all going in? Look at this beautiful little common meadowhawk. Oops, he's gone. Where's he, a golden meadowhawk? Whatever. Look at this one, how it's coming out from the back here. It's sort of curly Q, like a little pig's tail. Okay, well that's the YouTube limit. It's Nancy today. Maybe if you're good, I'll show you another stump sometime. Bye.